Coming up next on Wendy's Homestead. This is how bad it's gotten. Problem number 2. There, now I've got a visual. It is really stuck in there. Well, without further ado, let's get started. Well, we survived the crazy end of December monsoon random season. And so now I got a big giant mess to clean up today. Everything flooded. All the stalls are horrible and nasty and all kinds of yuck. So I'm going to be spending my day mucking yuck and fluffing up everybody's coops and stalls, etc. so they can be nice and dry and warm again. First thing we've got to do is deal with this mop of hair. It was so horrible and cold that I just let the chickens hang out in the hay barn. And now it's like flooding in and there's poop everywhere. I have got to get these chickens out of here. So that'll be on my agenda, figuring out how to get the chickens to stay out of my hay barn. This is how bad it's gotten. Look at this herd of chickens that has now taken over my hay barn. I have a serious problem here. I'm going to have to get them back to their homes. I'm also starting to get down on hay. We got a little bit left in here, but I'm going to have to start thinking about chiseling the bottom of the access gate out so I can get another bale in. That's probably a good 6 inches buried down there under ice and packed snow. So fun. She loves me. Problem number 1. That is my wheelbarrow. There, now I've got a visual. It is really stuck in there. You might ask yourself, why would I leave a wheelbarrow out in the rain and snow? Well, you can't always cover all the bases when you're busy with so many different projects. So this is one I definitely regret. We'll get it done. Problem number 2, my big bale of straw that I set out here and covered with this brand new tarp got soaking wet and frozen. So I don't even know if I can get into the core of that if there's anything dry. That's a major bummer. Major bummer. Here's the stall where the cow hangs out. This was actually underwater yesterday, so it's pretty nasty. Was able to keep her sleeping side pretty dry. It's still above where the water was flooding, but you can see she stood around in there all day yesterday getting it soaking wet. So lots of yucky yuck. Violet, I know you want to be close, but it would be helpful if you could move along. What do you think? No? That's what I was afraid of. Oh, yeah, go ahead, get closer. I love you too. I got a pretty good sized drain field coming out of the stall now, and my phone battery's running low. My forearms are burning, and the kids are hungry. So I'm going to take a little break here, charge the phone, feed the kids, and then we'll get back to this. Okay, it started raining, so I didn't bring the camera back out, but I went ahead and got this all dug out. Got a nice little drain shelf out of the barn there, and mucked out that stall. Got it all nice and fluffy in here. Wasn't able to get the straw bale broken up much, and it was pretty damp, so I had to just use a bunch of spent hay. Anyway, I figure you get the idea for the shoveling. Just, rewind and replay the previous digging clips about 8 times, and you'll get to this stage. And the chickens are enjoying the piles out here, and I'll get the tractor to clean those up. I'm not going to carry those out of the cow pen by hand, don't worry. I would love to have used the tractor for this, but yesterday when I was cleaning up all the snow in between here with the tractor, I tried as hard as I could, but it was just too packed. So anyway, I would love to call it quits for the day, but the chickens still desperately need their coop worked on, so tally-ho! Usually this time of year, I would not be mucking this deep in the chicken coop. I like to have heavy litter in the winter because it keeps the chickens warm as it composts. However, it's just too wet with this monsoon December random rain. So I don't want my birds to get sick, and so I don't have a choice. So let's take a look at the mucked out coop, and then we'll go ahead and fluff it up. Okay, well, it's so dark in here, you probably can't really tell the difference. I shoveled out the dirty nests, and we're going to go ahead and fluff this back up for everybody. Did a little chipping outside the door also, so that there's a little bit of a downward slope away. Hopefully we'll keep snow from building up too much and melting and draining in. There's the superstar again. Always got to steal the show. Now, since my straw is basically ruined for now, I am just going to muck around the edges of this spent hay and some of this off the top. It's a little more brown that she is choosing to eat around, to use that to fluff my coop back up. Got my first load ready, and we're getting ready to fluff the coop. Well, that was easier than I thought. Only took the one large wheelbarrow load, and we got the whole coop nice and fluffed up, and got the nest box all refilled. Just got to get my boards back on the top there so nobody roosts up there and poops in my nest tonight. And we got happy birds. Happy birds! I had covered these windows up when it was super cold, -17, down to -35 wind chill factor. I had to open some back up because it's just so moist. I want to dry it out. So we got some nice openings around here to try and dry everything out. And we're all done.